Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Landstalker, the treasure of King Nole on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis, depending on where you live. If you've never played the game before, it's an isometric RPG really. It's a bit of an action adventure type thing as well. So at the start, you just basically start your game. Obviously you can start copy or erase, and then you get loads of story at the start, which I'm just going to skip now. So there we go then, 5 minutes of unskippable, irritating story later, and you're actually playing the game. So the whole point is, it's as I say, it's isometric because of the way it's controlled and all that. You don't actually do left, right, up and down. You pretty much have to use the diagonals, which is why I'd definitely recommend the classic controller for this, or the GameCube, or something with an analog, because it makes it so much easier. But the game really is, I suppose, a bit like a Zelda game. The whole point is you're hunting for treasure because you've just rescued this fairy thing who knows the location of King Nole's treasure, and basically people are after her for it, and you want the treasure yourself, being a master treasure hunter, so you're going to help her and she's going to help you. So that's pretty much that. You do discover certain other plot lines as you go through the game, but I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, so I'm not going to say what they are. Basically now then, the whole point is you go through all sorts of shrines, crypts, castles and all sorts, looking for clues, looking for your next place to go to get the treasure. So that's about that then. Main part of the gameplay though is obviously you're walking around. Not only are you finding things, but you're using your sword to hack and slash your way through things. You can get magical boots and the likes, type of boots that will for instance heal you and stuff like that, and ones that will allow you to walk on fire and spikes. You can get loads of different armour types, which will just basically, well, obviously the armour types will just like help you with defences and the likes really. And you can get magical rings that do special things, like ones that will, for instance, protect you from poison, one that will increase your, well, sorry about that, increase your rate of charge for your sword. You can also get all sorts of different swords, and because you may be wondering, well, what does he mean by charge? Because there's no gauge or anything in the top left corner, it's just empty. Well, it's because you can get magic swords like fire swords, ice swords, thunder swords that have to charge up before you can use them properly. So all sorts of different bloody inventory items and the likes that will help you go through it. There's loads of different puzzles in the game. There's even Indiana Jones sections like this here where you've got to run away from a boulder. There's absolutely all sorts for you to do. There's sections where you have to get keys and like go through several hundred puzzle areas to then go back to where you were at the start of the game just to like open the door. So as I say, it's standard Zelda stuff really. It's pretty much the best I can describe it. Graphically, the game is fantastic, and music wise I think it sounds great, so I'm going to shut up for a little bit. So there we go, and that's a bit of the music. Basically I've gone into a later file just to show you some of the things you can get. Obviously you can get more hearts than you had. I started the game before, I got 2 more, and now as you can see here I've got 30 I believe, because I think you get 10 for the big hearts. I can't particularly remember, it might be 12, and basically then you get the small hearts as well, because every time you get so many of the small hearts then you get one of the big hearts just to save room. I've got the magic sword here, which is the fire sword, and while it is kind of powerful at the moment, as you can see now, the top left corner sword is now charging, and when it gets full then I do have more power. Top right corner you've got your gold limit, and then you've also got, just to the left of that is how many health items you've got basically, because I've got Ekeek flowers which like basically fill up part of your health. Just going to my inventory, I've got things like the statue of Gaia, which causes an earthquake and hurts enemies, the golden statue, which allows me sword to stay fully charged, so I can use like 5 or 6 really powerful slashes right off the belt without having to charge it, so they can come in useful. Then obviously you've got like story items like them there, so they don't really do anything. You've got like poison healing items and the likes of that. So that's pretty much that then. Every so often you'll come across cities, and then the cities are a bit like Shining Force and Final Fantasy style. You've got churches where you can go and get yourself healed a bit and well, like save your game file and stuff like that. So it's a mix of loads of different genres and games mixed together really. That's probably the best way I can put it. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.